Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityaānanda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Vande Guru Nisha Bhakta Nisha Nishavatarakan Tat Prakashant Tat Shakti Krishna Chaitanya Sangyakam Granthira Arambha Kori Mangala Charana Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan Tinera Smarana Haya Bigana Vinashana Anayasa Sapal Nija Vanchita Purana Jai Jai Kripamoy Jagatiranath Sarva Jagatira Koro Shubha Drishtipad Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Chapatitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarini Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityaānanda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Om Tat Sat. Thank you so much for joining. We are reading Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta Adi Lila chapter 5 entitled The Glories of Lord Nityaānanda Balarāma, and we are reading a very special story about how Lord Nityaānanda offered mercy to Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami himself. And in this particular section, we are reading about how Lord Nityaānanda once upon a time came in the dream. Why he came in the dream? Because he was very happy with the conduct of Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, the conduct of chastising and the adharma and holding the dharma. The chastisement for a just cause is appreciated, so that we discuss in great detail. Let's now move further and see what happens. What did Lord Nityaānanda say to Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in the village of Jhamatpur, which is near Naihati? Dandavata hoya ami parinu payete Nijapada Padma Prabhu Dila Mora Mathe. Translation by Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. I fell at his feet, offering my obeisance, and then placed his own, and then he then placed his own lotus feet upon my head. Wow. So Shri Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is offering Dandavat. That's the first thing we should do when we see great Vaishnavas or the Supreme Lord. I fell at his feet. So even in the dream, like look at the the devotion here. This is all happening in the dream. Lord Nityaānanda came in his dream, and even in his dream, he did not forget to offer Dandavat Pranam at his feet. And then what did Lord Nityaānanda? Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Shushitala. He put the lotus feet on Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami's head. Wow, such great mercy. So auspicious to get such divine dreams. Let's see what happens next. Yes, Nandani Mataji, you want to read?
Yes, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam, devotees. Utha bali more bale bara bara. Uthi tanra rupa dekhi hainu chamatkara. Translation by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Arise, get up, he told me again and again. Upon rising, I was greatly astonished to see his beauty. Prabhu, please add. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. In one of the scriptures, it is mentioned that when we offer Dandavat Pranam, we should not get up until the Guru tells, okay, get up, get up. That's exactly what is happening here. Utho, utho. Utho bhai, utho. Ut jao. Ho gaya, Dandavat ho gaya. Boli more. Bar bar, again and again. See, again and again, Lord Nityananda said, Bhai, ud jao. So, of course, it may, we have to say, I mean, I am not at that level that the Supreme Lord will come and say, get up, okay, ho gaya dandavat. So we don't have to imitate it. But the point is that sometimes it's mentioned that until the Guru, in this case, Nityananda Prabhu himself, told, get up, please get up. And what happened? After we offer the Dandavat Pranam to the deities, we are astonished to see the beauty, is it not? The divine darshan, Rupa, Krishna's Rupa, Nityananda Prabhu's Rupa, the beautiful form, Chamatkar. The deities are the same. They are not just some wood or stone. They are the divine Rupa. So we should also be astonished. Wow, so beautiful, absorbed, drinking the nectar of Krishna's beauty through our eyes. So Chaitanya Charitamrita is very practical. So we can also try to follow that when we first offer Dandavat, and then we become astonished by the love of the beauty of the beautiful forms of the Lordships. Lakshay, Prabhu?
Hare Kṛṣṇa. Syama chikana kanti prakanda sarira saksat kandar yashi mahamana vira. Translation: He had a glossy blackish complexion, and his tall, strong, heroic stature made him seem like Cupid himself. Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Hare Krishna. So let's go word to word. Shama, darkish, blackish. Chikana, glossy. Kanta is luster, beauty. Prakanda Sharira. His body is strong, heavy. Very like broad chest, long arms. Sakshat Kandarpa. So Kandarpa is very, very beautiful. But Kandarpa is mesmerized by the beauty of the Lord. You know that. Kandarpa koti kamaniya vishesha shobham govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Radha Damodar, Radha Shraddha, Madana Mohana. The one who enchants even Madana is Madan is Kandarpa or Cupid. So very strong and stout. Hero. Nityananda Prabhu's beautiful form is described here. So basically tall, strong, dark complexion, glossy, like Cupid himself. Okay. Yes, Vipul Prabhu, you want to read?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Arvind devotees, Dhamma Pranam, all glories to Śrīla Prabhupada. Text 185. Shubholito hastapad kamala nayan pattabasra shire pattabasra paridhan. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Śrīla Prabhupada with joy. He had beautifully formed hands, arms, and legs, eyes like lotus flower. He wore a silk cloth with a silk turban on his head. So beautiful descriptions of the Lord Nityananda seen by Krishna Goswami in his dream. So definitely he's an elevated devotee. So Lord came in his dream. Back to Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. So lesson to be noted here. Look at, he's not just saying, okay, I saw Lord Nityananda in his dream. He could have moved forward, right? He's basically writing his dream. But look at the attention to detail is a symptom of love. How much in detail Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is describing his dream. with the beautiful arms, legs, eyes, like lotus flower, cloth, turban, hair, everything, the color, complexion, and in such a metaphorical way. So attention to detail, very, very important. And then one more thing is lesson 2 is we can also, when we see the form of the Lord, we should also meditate upon these features, like the legs of the Lord, starting with the lotus feet. Oh, what is Lord wearing? Oh, he has a beautiful pile, anklet sometimes. Oh, he has a beautiful the toe ring. Sometimes, oh, he has a beautiful dhoti. Oh, what's the color? Oh, it's the embroidery also. Oh, nice. Sometimes some animal is there, like a little some painting is there. Oh, he has a nice waist belt. Oh, he has a nice beautiful garland coming all the way to his waist, and then he's holding this beautiful flute. Oh, there's a little butterfly also on the flute. Oh, look at his arm. He has Radha written on that arm. Oh, look at his beautiful rings in his hands, and the turban. Oh, is a beautiful peacock feather on that. So like that, we can meditate upon the deities, which is a beautiful meditation, and it's practical samadhi. It's real, dhyana, dhyan on the lotus form of the Lord. What could be? Therefore, the Lord comes in this age, so that we can meditate upon Him by seeing His beautiful form. Otherwise, it's hard to. We are not like Krishna's Karaj Goswami, who can always just sitting at any place meditate. But especially when we go to and therefore, Prabhupada's ISKCON temples are so wonderful. Such beautiful deities in all the temples across. There are 1,000+ temples approximately, and then all the temples are such divinely decorated deities. Why? So we can be enchanted towards them, rather than being enchanted towards the material rasas or material prajalpas and stuff. Hare Krishna. Any more comments? Any thoughts anyone has?
But did we really try that Nityaananda Prabhu came in black complexion in the dream? It's a bit confusing to me.
Yeah, that's what is written. 180, text 180 and text 181. The night Lord Nityananda appeared to me in the dream, and 181 also says that. So let's see.
Thank you.
Okay, 186. Yeah, 80, 86, 85. Oh, 85 we read, right? So we'll read 86. Yes, Vijaya Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. 186. Okay. Suvarna Kundala Karne Sarva Nagada Vala Payate Nipura Baje Kanthe Puspamala. Translation. He wore golden earring on his ears and golden armlet and bangles. He wore tinkling ankle on his feet and garland of flowers around his neck. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Swarna, golden. Kundala. So Krishna wears beautiful ornaments. Balaram wears beautiful ornaments. One of the names of Balaramji is he one who wears one kundala. That's a long story. So in short, Swarna Kundala, Karne in the ear, Swarna Angada, armlets, bracelets. bangles, paite, nupura. Nupura. Krishna also wears nupura, anklets or ankle belts. Baje, tinkala, tink. When a person wearing nupura is walking, they can hear it, right? There's a famous story about the deity Sakshi Gopal deity, and that also. And kanthe, in the neck, he was wearing a beautiful flower garland. So we can meditate upon this, and this is how we also, the devotees, dress the deities by putting beautiful anklets in his feet and the bracelets in the hand, kundala in the ears, and flower garland. So it's a nice meditation. And devotees follow the same process, and we should follow. By decorating the deity with nice ornaments as mentioned here, we will lose the desire to decorate ourselves. By dressing the deities nicely in nice opulent clothes, we will lose the desire to wear fancy clothes. By serving the deities nice opulent bhoga, we will lose the desire to eat opulent food. Today only I was hearing Saras Bhojan, Niras Bhajan. Niras Bhojan, Saras Bhajan. Anyone would like to elaborate, give your purport to it?
So the prasad, the food we eat, it should be as simple as possible, but our sadhana, our bhakti will be should be with enthusiasm, with more heart with it, more elaborate.
Very nice. Anyone else wants to share some thoughts?
Simple living, simple food, like simple living and high, it leads to high thinking or better sadhana or service. And Prabhu, I would like request you to tell the story of Nityananda, Lord Nityaananda wearing one earring, if that's okay.
Or Saras Bhojan, Niras Bhajan. So basically, if we focus on very opulent food, shahi paneer, pakoda, gulab jamun, once in a while it's okay, but if every time it's like that, then naturally the bhajan will suffer. The bhajan mein ras kam ho jayega. Bhojan se jiska ras aata hai, usko bhajan mein ras nahi aayega.
Because we'll be sick, Prabhuji.
We'll be sick. We'll be sick, and we'll be meditating. When will I get? Oh, that person divide gives me nice pakoras, then I'll go to his place. Oh, this person gives me khichdi, I won't go to his place. And like that, we may start judging also. Because the meditation is on the food. Even if it's prasad, that's still, the focus is more on the item rather than it's in remains of the Krishna. Right? Focus on what prasad is there, not because it's Krishna's prasad. Focus on what is in that menu rather than, of course, the idea is that we should show that enthusiasm in our chanting, in our reading, in our hearing, in our service, in our deity worship, book distribution, prasad distribution, etc., etc. Then naturally, one will be fine. Okay, after all, I eat prasad not. Of course, it has spiritual value also, but ultimately to keep my body healthy and to keep myself sustained. So I don't know how I reached that point, but anyways, yeah, Nityaనంద Prabhu's long story short, Pandavas were in this village called Ekachakra at some point, as you may all know. So there was a family, and let me recollect all the details. They were living in the home of a Brahmana family, and there was a demon. There was a demon there. And this demon would eat villagers and their cattle and their people. So they made a policy that, okay, this demon, you don't eat us. Every day, let's say there are 5,000 villagers or families. Every day, one will come and give you a lot of food, and that person will also become the food of this demon. So that policy was devised so that others can at least live peacefully. But every day, one person will basically become the food of this, along with other, dal, chawal, whatever rations were sent along with. So this person will go on a cart and carry a lot of rations, and that person himself will become the food. So this was the daily kind of thing decided mutually. Otherwise, the demon would cause havoc and, like break homes and eat anyone and everyone. So the Pandavas were living there, and their guests, the Brahmana family, the mother, the husband was anyways not there, I believe. The mother was there taking care of the Pandavas. They were in their agyatwas. They were exile, like incognito exile. And they were living there, and the mother was sad, very sad one day. And then the Pandavas asked, hey, what happened? Mata Kunti asked, what happened? She said, well, today is my son's turn. This demon is going to go. I have only one son, and this demon is going to go. We are the villager. It's our turn today, right? And Mata Kunti said, no, you are like my sister. We have taken your shelter at your home, and you have only one son. Let my son go. Right? I mean, for the demon, it does not matter. For the demon, it's like your son, his son. He wants a person, right? To be his food. She said, no, how dare can I allow my guest, Atithi Devo Bhava? How dare can I allow your son's life to be in danger? Right? Basically, sending anyone's son means their last day of life. How can I allow your son? She said, trust me, my son is, she didn't say that, my son is Bhima. She didn't say that, but she knew, who Bhima is. The poison helps him to boost his energy, like that's Bhima. The poison helped him to boost his energy, and then he got so much extra powers, and he had the strength of 10,000 elephants and whatnot, which we all know. You have only one son. I have 5 sons. Even if I lose one, I still have 4. But what if you lose one? So plus my son is very, special. So he'll do something. Don't worry. Somehow she convinced that let him go. So this thing was arranged. That Bhima went with a lot of food. With a lot of food, Bhima went, and Bhima was hungry on the way. So on the way, he ate all the fruits, vegetables, whatever was prepared for that demon, he ate on the way. And the demon saw, hey, you came empty cart. Where is the food? He said, what food? No, I ate it. I was hungry. I ate it. He ate everything. So now Arjuna and Yudhishthira come home, and they get to know what has happened. So Arjuna was concerned for the safety of Bhima, because demon, they have special powers, and then you never know, it's a fight, who will win, who will lose. So Arjuna and Yudhishthira rushed to protect Bhima. but they felt they may be a little late and they may not get there. So Arjuna released a Nagastra. Because Arjuna had special, military skills. So he released and pointed that the demon would be killed. That Nagastra was released. But before that Nagastra could reach there, Bhima and the demon were fighting, and Bhima had already killed him. So that Nagastra was basically idle. And that Naga was living there. That snake was living there for, you can imagine, like 4,500 years. By the way, anyone knows what's Krishna's appearance like as per, which year is Krishna's appearance? Anyone know? Like tomorrow is Janmashtami. Like which year is that? Anyone knows?
It was at least 5,200 years ago. Because few years ago, it was 5125 of Bhagavad Gita spoken when Krishna was 89.
Yes, so it's 5250. 5250. That's one devotee shared. So now for about a long time, thousands of years, that Naga was living there, and everyone, would just keep a safe distance from that whole territory. And Lord Nityananda got to know about this. So Lord Nityananda, he's Avadut. He said, what this Naga will do? I'm Sheshnag, right? I'm the Ananta Shesha. So Ananta Shesha is expansion of Balarāma. So he took his earring and covered that hole. Therefore, he is also called as one who wears one earring. So that's a sweet story about Nityananda's wearing one earring. But he also wears two earrings also. But one of his name in the 108 names of Lord Nityananda is one who wears one earrings. Is it okay, Mataji?
Very nice, bro. Thank you so much.
Hare Kṛṣṇa. I'm missing some details, but that's the best I could recollect. So we read the mala in the neck. Let's read the next verse. Yes, Nayan Prabhu, you want to read? Okay, I will read. Chandana lepitanga tilakasuthama Mata gajajini mada manthara payana. His body was anointed with sandalwood pulp, and he was nicely decorated with tilaka. His movements surpassed those of a maddened elephant. Wow. See, all this is happening in his dream. Look at his dream. I am feeling like so, of course, so even sometimes going sakshat in front of Radha Shyam Sundar, I may not notice all these features. But look at Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami. We should try to follow in the footsteps. Even in the dream, he is noticing each and every minute detail. Oh, look at the beautiful tilak. Look at the beautiful Gajagati, the beautiful Matta Gaja, like a maddened elephant. Like then Prabhu is Avadut. So his movement, his beautiful Chandana Lepa, etc. So Chandana Yatra is there, right? Chandana Yatra happens in the temples. This is a nice meditation. We should meditate on all these beautiful forms, anklets, ornaments, etc., etc. Yes, Nandini Mataji, you want to read this verse?
Sure, Prabhu. Koti Chandra Jini Mukha Ujvala Varana Dadimba Bija Sama Danta Tambula Charvana. Koti Chandra Jini. His face was more beautiful than millions upon millions of moons, and his teeth were like pomegranate seeds because of his chewing betel. Such a beautiful description again, like this dadimba bija, and even in Damodara Ashtakam we talk about bimba fruit. That time it's about Krishna's lips, and this is about teeth being red due to Lord Nityananda chews betel nuts. And again it talks about his face is like cooling. Moon rays are very cooling. And similarly, Lord Nityananda's mercy is very soothing. And so Koti Chandra is millions upon millions of moons. His face is compared to, I still cannot imagine black moon, but let's see what it unfolds to. Haribol. And but this is like Lord Nityananda's face. If you say he's like moon, then yeah, it's very easy to imagine. To you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Nitai pada kamala koti chandra shushitala. Koti chandra shushitala. They provide the shitalta. The moon provides shitalta, right? Soothing. It's very, very soothing. That provides the juice, soma, right? But Nitai's feet, Lord Nityananda, is compared to millions and millions of moons put together. Bright and brilliant, his face. So again, so many beautiful descriptions of Nityananda's face. And these are just some, these metaphors are just to describe some, we cannot compare actually. One Acharya says that comparing to, Krishna's like lotus face, it's actually not very respectful. Because how can we compare the supremely beautiful to lotus? But what to do for the earthly people like us to understand something about Lord? Lotus is very beautiful, moon is very beautiful, seeing a full moon, everyone feels nice, happy. It gives that soothing shitalta. So to just give some glimpse of that. Therefore, millions and millions of moons put together cannot compare the beautiful face of Lord Nityananda. But just to give some glimpse, here are some verses. Yes, Shilpa Mataji, talking about shitalta, so Shilpa.
Hare Kṛṣṇa Prabhu. Preme mata anga dahine vame dole Krishna Krishna baliya gambira bola bale. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Swami Prabhupada ki jai. His body moved to and fro, right and left, for he was absorbed in ecstasy. He chanted Krishna, Krishna in a deep voice. Hare Kṛṣṇa Prabhu. To you.
Mataji. So he is moving like a mad elephant, as mentioned, left and right. But he's absorbed in ecstasy in Avaduta because he's always chanting Krishna, Krishna. This is the goal of our life. To always smartavya satatam Vishnu. To always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. To keep always chanting Krishna, Krishna. Yes, Akshay, Prabhu.
Ranga yashti haste dole yena matasima chadi pashe very ache Sharanete bringa. Translation: His red stick moved in his hand. He seemed like a maddened lion. All around the four sides of his feet were bumblebees. Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Hare Krishna. So I think I've seen in some pictures, we have seen Lord Nityananda carrying a stick. Just trying to pull up one for you, for us. So his red stick, Ranga Yasti Haste. All around the four corners of his feet were bumblebees. So again, Bringa or Brahmara. This is an aspiration of a devotee to become a bumblebee and be intoxicated to the nectar of Lord's nectarian. What is bumblebee attracted to? Honey. And what is real honey? The Lord's lotus feet is the real honey. It's the sweet. I think I recently shared a picture. That's the real sweet. Krishna's lotus feet are so sweet. You can meditate upon this. Actually, it's a very nice meditation. That all the devotees are relishing, and praying, Krishna, please put your feet upon me. Even the gopis are praying that. Even Kaliya was fortunate to get that. Even Kaliya Patnis were thinking, Baba, why are we not so fortunate? How come Kaliya got that and we didn't get that? So everyone wants to get Krishna's lotus feet. And then Krishna comes and tries to understand, Baba, what is so special about my lotus feet that everyone is looking for my lotus feet? Now let me, he licks his own toes. Is it not? He licks his own toes so that he can, multiple reasons, but he wants to experience such a beautiful meditation on Janmashtami. He wants to experience the real sweetness that what are these devotees attracted to. So when you see these bees, butterflies, they're also attracted to Krishna. So Krishna's lotus feet is the real nectar for the soul, is the real honey. For materialistic people, that includes practically majority of the population, we say money is honey. Is it not? Money is honey, right? Which is true for majority of the population. But for devotees, the real honey is Krishna's lotus feet, Nityananda's lotus feet. And they're always surrounding like the bumblebees to that honey of Krishna's, Nityananda's lotus feet. Any more comments anyone has in this particular text? Okay, let's read the next one. Yes, Vipul Prabhu, you want to read, please?
Sure, Prabhuji. Hearts and devotees, Dhanurkana, all goes to Śrī Prabhupada. Text 191. Parishad gane dekhi shabogopo beshe, Krishna Krishna kahe shabe, shapremo abeshe. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Śrīla Prabhupada Vijay. His devotees, dressed like cowherd boys, sounded his feet like so many bees, and also chanted Krishna Krishna, absorbed in ecstatic love. Back to Puji Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. So I think we discussed that Parishad Gan. So Lord Nityananda is chanting Krishna Krishna. All the Parishad means associate, entourage of the Nityananda is also chanting Krishna Krishna. Dressed in cowherd boys, Gopavish. Singhavamsi bajaya keha keha nache gaye. Sevaka yogaya tambula chamara dhulai. Some of them played horns and flutes, and others danced and sang. Some of them offered betel nuts, and others waved chamara fans about him. Quite straightforward. These are the different, the Parishadas, the Gopa boys are doing these activities. The real happiness lies in serving. In serving. We get real happiness. This is our real position. So they're happily doing all this to serve Nityananda. 193, anyone? Vijaya Mataji, you want to try?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Text 193. Nityānanda Swarupara Dekhya Vaibhava Kiva Rupa Guna Lila Alokika Sava. Translation. Thus I saw such opulence in Lord Nityananda Swarupa. His wonderful form, qualities and pastimes are all transcendental. Hare Krishna.
Very cool. Thank you so much. All this is being seen by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in his dream. Point to be noted. Such beautiful dream. You know, we should pray to Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Nityananda so we can also get such divine dreams about the Lord, his parishads, his activities, his rupa, his forms, his qualities, his parishads. What are they doing? And we can also get by sincere devotional service, we can also get such ecstatic, wonderful dreams and think of Krishna 24/7, right? A devotee even in the sleep, like this is a great lesson again. Dream is in the sleep state, right? So even in the sleep, is Krishna conscious by thinking of Krishna, is it not? He's not just sleeping, he's meditating upon Krishna, Nityananda, his parishads, bhakti, beautiful form of the Lord. Is it not? 24/7 Krishna conscious. Okay. Any more thoughts, comments anyone has? So 193 also we read, right? Yeah, I think it's a good transition. Okay, one more verse and then we will pause. 194, anyone? Yes, Shilpa, Mataji, you can do. Lakshay, Prabhu?
Anande Vifala me kichu nahi jani tabe hasi Prabhu more kahi lena bani. Translation. I was overwhelmed with transcendental ecstasy, not knowing anything else. Then Lord Nityananda smiled and spoke to me as follows. Hare Kṛṣṇa Prabhu.
Until this point, basically today's main section was the Lord Nityananda's beautiful form and features. We discussed about his, face, his body, his ornaments, his walking style, his parishads. But what did he really speak to Lord Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami? That we will discuss maybe we will discuss next week. But we can learn a lot of lessons. I think we covered that. Like even in the dream, he's meditating. In the sleep, he's meditating upon Krishna. He did not forget to offer, the basic principles. Dandavat Pranam he did. Then in so much detail, he's meditating. All these are great lessons we can focus on. So if anyone has any comments or thoughts or questions before we pause for today. Anyone wants to add or share something? Till text
Prabhu,
number.
tomorrow is Janmashtami, right, Prabhu? Or today?
Yes, tomorrow is Janmashtami, correct.
So anything that you specially do tonight? Because it's usually said like 12 o'clock at night. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's actually
Tidhi
like
or
the next day night. So
Oh,
12
okay.
o'clock tomorrow night, it will be the Maharti in the Alachua temple for those
Okay.
who are going there. What's your plan? How are you celebrating?
I don't know, Prabhu. Just